Okay, hello Year 2 and welcome to your maths lesson. Today we are continuing on with our topic, which is 2D shapes. So we know that 2D shapes are objects with, can you remember? Excellent, they are flat objects with, what else can you remember? Good, they have sides and they have vertices. Well done if you remembered that. Okay, and today our learning objective is to recognise patterns. So to do this, we need to know what repeating patterns are. Okay, so we'll break it down. So repeating means when something keeps coming up again and again, okay? We keep seeing the same thing. Patterns are objects which keep on reappearing. We keep seeing the same objects, shapes, or lines, okay, and they keep repeating, so very similar. Okay, fantastic. So to be successful with our learning today, we need to follow these steps. So our first step is that we will be looking at the pattern and we will be identifying the shapes and the colours in that pattern. Next, we will decide what shape we think will come next when the pattern finishes, okay? So we've got to try and guess or predict what we think might come next. And finally, if you get on to your assignment and you finish that, there is an opportunity you can create your own patterns and send them in, and we'll discuss that in a bit. So first of all, pause the video for your fast five. You've got 5 minutes, off you go. Okay, fantastic, well done. So let's go through them together. So I'm going to use my drawing out the groups, and so I'm going to draw 3 groups for 8 times 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I draw 8 dots in them. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and now we can count those up together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So well done if you got 24. Next we have 2 times 5, we know is 10. Then 6 times 2 is 12. 3 times 11 is 33. 7 times 11 is 77, and 3 times 3 is 9. Excellent, well done. Okay, now we have division, so we draw our 5 groups because it's 25 divided by 5. And instead of giving all of my number to one group, I'm going to make sure it's shared out evenly. So 1 for you, 1 for you, that's 2, 1 for you, that's 3, 1 for you is 4, 1 for you is 5, and I keep going until I get to 25. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Fantastic. So we count in each group. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in each group. So that means that 25 divided by 5 is 5. Okay, well done if you got that. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 30 divided by 3 is 10. 18 divided by 3 is 6. 55 divided by 5 is 11, and 21 divided by 3 is 7. Excellent, well done. Right, let's have a look at this picture now. Do you notice any patterns in this picture? Can you spot any shapes that you recognise? And can you name those shapes? And can you identify any properties of those shapes? Okay, so 1 minute with that, off you go. Okay, excellent, well done. Hopefully you've got some ideas. So I have noticed that we have a lot of squares repeating in this pattern. So we know that squares have 4 sides and those sides are equal. Okay, so that's how we know that it is a square. We also have some triangles, some green triangles that repeat. So that means we can see them repeating, we can see them appearing a lot. We see them again and again. And we can also see these grey quadrilaterals. So well done if you recognised that they are quadrilaterals. Okay, and we know that triangles have 3 sides and 3 vertices, which are points. Excellent. So that helps us to understand why we are learning this today. So it helps us to bring everything that we've thought about in the last couple of weeks about 2D shapes, about their sides, about their vertices, and we bring that all together to be able to recognise our shapes in a pattern. Okay, so your big question, how are we going to work out what comes next in this pattern? So we've got a big question mark here. How are we going to work out what that shape is? Okay, hopefully you remember we were just looking at our success criteria, and our first step was to look at the shapes in the pattern already. All right, so let's have a look. We've got how many sides? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides. They are equal. They are all the same. That shape is called a square. Well done. Okay, next we have an orange. Oh, what's this? It's got 1 side and it's curved, so it must be a circle. Well done. Okay, so we have a blue square, then we have an orange circle. What do we have next? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. 4 sides. They are all the same. So that is going to be a square. We've got another blue square. And then we have 1 curved side, which is, well done, it's a circle. So there we've got our repeating pattern already. We've got square, circle, square, circle. Okay, so we've identified our pattern. Now we can guess what's going to be next after our circle. So we've got square, circle, square, circle, square, circle. Is it going to be square next or circle? What do you think? Well done if you said square. Right, over to you now. Can you work out what shape is going to be next? So remember your first step. Look at the shapes first. Off you go. Okay, well done if you got that right, especially without our options down here. So let's have a look. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4-sided shape, a 4-sided shape with the same length, the same sides. We know that's going to be a square. Well done. Then we have another 1, 2, 3, 4-sided shape. Again, we've got the equal sides. So that is going to be a square as well. But this isn't repeating the pattern just yet, is it? Because this square is slightly different. Did you notice that? Good, well done. Yes, because this square is bigger and it's also a different colour. So we'll move on from that to our next shape. We have 1, 2, 3 sides and 1, 2, 3 vertices. So a three-sided shape is called a triangle. Well done. Excellent. Okay, so that is different again, isn't it? So let's have a look at our next shape. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides that are the same. So it's again another square. Let's have a look. Is it the same colour as our first shape? Yes, it is. So we've got our repeating pattern again. So it's going to be square, smaller square, and then a triangle. So what's going to be next, do we think? Okay, let's have a look. Well done if you said that it is a small pink square. Okay, so have a go at this one again. Your big question again, thinking about how we're going to work this out. What are you going to do to work this out? Okay, hopefully you remembered your first step is to look at the pattern. Okay, so I'll just give you a moment if you want to pause the video and have a look at the pattern. Super, hopefully you have picked out a pattern. So let's have a look. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. So we know that's a square. Then we have 1, 2, 3 sides is a triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, square. One side and it's curved. Circle, well done. And 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, we've got our pink square again here. And then, yeah, we've got our pattern repeating look because we've got our 1, 2, 3 sided green triangle, our 1, 2, 3, 4 sided blue square. So what do we think could be next? So we've had this one, we've had this one, and we've had this one. So what is coming next here? That's right, it is an orange circle. Well done. Now this is a bit tricky. Can you see any problem with this pattern? Do you think there's anything wrong with this pattern? Or is it repeating? So think back to what repeating means. Excellent. Hopefully you've remembered that repeating means that it is the same thing, the same shapes coming up. And although these are the same shapes, we can see that this one is slightly different because of its position. So that means the way that it is showing, the way that it is facing. Okay, it's slightly angled. Excellent. Well done if you got that. Okay, over to you now. So this is your task. So you have a Teams quiz today and you will see a series of patterns. So that means that you have different shapes in a row and your job is to decide what shape you think will come next. Now, some of the questions you will need to type that in and some of them you need to tick to say yes or no or true or false depending on the question. So really make sure that you're reading those questions, okay, and reading the options if it is optional. You have in your Teams folder, you also have your mathematics word mat that you used yesterday, okay, and that's also had some sides added in for you, some words written on it to remind you of how many sides each shape has. So if you get stuck, you can always use that. Okay. Now, when you have finished, you can have a go at creating your own patterns. So you are using a bit of scrap paper or whatever you'd like to do it on. You can draw your own pattern. So remember you're doing some shapes and they need to have some repeating patterns in them. And you can ask a working partner at home, or if you like, you can take a picture and scan it in and we can have a go at guessing what shape is next in your pattern. Okay, so good luck with that. I hope that that is all okay, and have a lovely rest of your day.